Good evening, everybody. It's Yankee Wally here. Oh, it's gone 12. It's 1:45 in the morning of Sunday, the 14th of September. And somebody said to me in the comments the other day, yes, do the Tinder thing. So I thought, right, I'll set it up before I even start this video. And here I am. That's Nikki, 53, from Gloucester. But anyway, I just wanted you to know that I had to pay 99 pence to get into it. And I paid because I think it's for boosts or something. 99p for some boosts. And I thought, well, if I do pay that, at least it'll keep the riffraff away from me, because they'll think I got money. Oh dear. Right. I did put that I'm attracted to men or women because I'm not really looking for anyone at all. I'm not. I really not. I do this sometimes when I'm a bit down and I just think, well, it's nice sometimes if somebody shows you a bit of attention. It just makes you feel a bit more valid. And when you feel a bit down, doesn't hurt. I did tell a lie. I said I was 10 years younger than I am, but that's okay. I bet she's 10 years older as well. Oh, Mark, he likes me. He's an entrepreneur. He likes wine and he likes dancing. He got very kind eyes, hasn't he? Don't you think? And I think he's got probably afro hair. Looks like it anyway. But he's too young for me. Whoa, George Clark Saunders, 60. I am honest and straightforward. I need a serious relationship with a mature and honest woman, someone I will spend the rest of my life with. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, he's not a bad, and he got nice teeth. Let's have a little look. What's he got to say for himself? Oh, hang on. Can you find out anything else about him? Oh, yeah, here we are. He's looking for a long-term partner. He lives in Cardiff, and he's English. He drinks on special occasions. That's good enough. Oh, and he's a Taurus, so am I. He's a non-smoker. We're not going to get on there. He works out sometimes. I don't. Oh, he's got a dog. I like dogs. He's got a bachelor degree. So have I. Better in person. No, I'm not. I'm worse. Thoughtful gestures. Oh, I love him. Oh, he is nice, isn't he? He's nice. 60. He thinks I'm 59. Shall I swipe left or right? He's not bad looking, is he? I don't know if I like men wearing little t-shirts like tankinis. I'm not quite sure. I don't know where he lives, judging by those houses. That's not Britain. That's not Wales. Swipe right is if you like them. Swipe left if you don't, isn't it? Is it left or right? Hang on. What's that? He likes me. Okay, let's go right, shall we? Is it right? Oh my God. Oh. There we go. See, that's giving me the buzz. That's the buzz I need. And that picture was taken when I was 68. So that's okay. I can still look like that. It's just the reason I'm avoiding my face lately is because, do you remember when my chest was really bad? Oh, it was bad. I've had tinges of it coming back again, but I don't even like to talk about that. But anyway, the doctor had to come out to see me and he wanted me to go into hospital. I was absolutely choked in my chest. And he gave me steroids and antibiotics. And I took 5 days of steroids. And I thought, well, that's okay. I knew steroids were not good for they make you gain weight. And I thought, well, 5 days isn't bad. But that's not it. It's not the 5 days. It's the fact that they're inside you. And my face started to go up like a balloon. I noticed it. And as you can see by that picture, I don't have a thin face at the best of times. So, and the reason I wear that polar neck thing is because I got a bit of a hanging, you know, that sort of thing. So, I don't want to say anything to him. I really don't. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to shut that. Can't wait. Oh, I don't want to pay any more. You've had 99 pence. Short term, but long term is okay. Right, let's have a look at the rest of him. He's got a bit of a brutish look about him, hasn't he? I love rugby. I like going to England matches and tennis. I'm a big foodie. Do you know, I always laugh when people say they're a foodie. And I think, what's the alternative? If you're not a foodie, you're dead. You know what I mean? Oh, you're bulimic or anorexic. Everyone is a foodie. The standard or the quality of the food we have depends on our, not necessarily money, but our simple tastes. Some people live on posh food. I can take or leave posh food. What did I have tonight? Oh, I made a mistake. I opened the wrong tin. Normally I open, I was thinking it was going to be minced beef and onion in a tin. I was going to have that with 2 pieces of toast. And when I opened the tin, I thought there was a lot of fat on the top of the meat, so I went to scrape it off, and then I saw it was all the way through. I thought, what? And then I looked at the label, and it was a chicken korma. Well, that was a bonus. I normally don't really eat things like that, but I thought, well, it's Saturday night, let's have a bit of a celebration. So I had a tin of chicken korma. I didn't have any bread with it or anything. It was quite nice. Well, it was very nice. It was Tesco's own label, chicken korma, and I believe it was £1.89. So it was nice. I want a loyal lady. I love French and Indian in particular. Hurley. Well, if he likes going to England matches, that means he's not Welsh. He loves French and Indian food. I'm all right with it. I love Indian food, which is chicken korma, but no, I don't think so. He's a carnivore. He's pet-free, socially active, and he works out. Non-smoker, socially at the weekend. Sagittarius, bachelor degree. Personality type, INFJ. Time together. Nah. Ooh. Oh, what's that? J52. Now there's an odd one, isn't he? Do you think he's a bit on the shy side? I'll sew his jacket up for him. Hold on. Let's have a little look what he's like up there. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's your lot. He looks a bit threadbare around his right wrist. It looks like his jacket's had a bit of a rip. No, and he looks very young by his fingers. Whoa. Is that him? That might be him. He's not my type. Add 2 photos of yourself to see all photos of Jay. I've only got 2 photos up. No thanks. Is that it now? Is that my lot? I think it might be. Is there no more people who like me? Listen to me. You see, Sadie 59. That's what I put on mine. That's it. Double date? You must be joking. None of that kinky stuff for me. No, let's see, edit profile. I'll put a few more pictures up after. There. No, I don't want double date. What am I on about? I think that's our lot. I'll give it a miss. Mike likes me. Who's Mike? Oh, they want money. I don't mind paying, but I'm not serious, you see. Hello, David. I matched with David on the 8th. Hello. What's he look like? How old is he? He's 57. He thinks I'm only 2 years older. I'm 12 years older. He's not a bad looking fella. Let me see a bit more about him. I don't think there is any more. I think I'd better get off here now because I'm over. I don't want to reply. There's 99 people that like me. Oh, God, no. My turn. What's this? Oh, I got to pay money for that. That's it, folks. That's it for tonight. I'll go back here another night. What I'll do is when I finish this video, I'll go back. I'll say hello to David. I'll say hello to Nick. And I'll say hello to George. Is that okay? And then when I come back, I'll tell you how I got on. That's it for that. bush. Anyway, we've had a terrible week, haven't we? It's been really bad. I just want to show you something here. Those of you that followed the Donna Adelson trial, there's a great woman on YouTube. She's called Moms for Justice, and she really takes the Adelson trial very, very seriously, and she always is on the case, you know. Anyway, tonight in her video, she's put Wendy Adelson's July the 18th timeline. Now, July the 18th was the day her ex-husband got shot, killed, and her alibi was that she was at lunch with friends. Anyway, for those of you that are interested, there's the complete timeline. And if you go to Mums for Justice's YouTube channel, she'll talk you through it and explain a few things which you might find interested. But that timeline, that was some work involved in that. Right, where am I now? Yeah, Patricia Presley. I honestly don't think she is a very nice person at all. I think she's incredibly greedy, and her daughter, Lisa Marie, was about to remove her as the boss of the Gracelands thing, I think. The whole thing. I think Lisa had let her mother run it and have the money and everything because Lisa wasn't interested, and then all of a sudden, her and her mother had fallen out, and she had decided that she was going to remove her mother and take control of it herself. And that would have happened within a week or two. When she wasn't very well, the night of that Elvis film was being released, and she had to go to it with her mother, she wasn't very well, and her mother ignored her and later sent her home to her mother's house in a car that took forever, a long way, Calabasas. And it was the next day that Lisa Marie was sent into hospital. And then her mother went there the next day and pulled the plug on her machine without her daughter, Riley, being able to even make it there to see her, which was awful. Now there's talk, and I'm just thinking, you'd never know who people are inside, do you? And I got a funny feeling that Patricia did not want Lisa Marie to take over what was rightfully hers. It was hers at 25, and she was, I think she was around about 50, wasn't she? So, yeah, she was about 50. So I think that Priscilla didn't want Lisa to make that, to take the money off her mother, even though Priscilla had enough money of her own. Makes me wonder if Priscilla either, I'm only saying this is only my thoughts, pulled the plug because of that, or could have contributed to her illness at that award, because they hadn't been together as mother and daughter for quite a few years, and they were definitely estranged. And I'm just thinking more and more about it. But one thing is good, and that's that there will be a court case coming up, and there is a lot of evidence, and those things that I put to you the other night, all of this, you know, that's Law and Crime Sidebar video it was. This will all come out in court, and all the things I've just said to you is in this, what's the word? The actual statement of facts, you know, that what they put before the court. So that will be very interesting. Anyway, Harry he came over, he said how, and he went through the front door, and it did annoy me. Of course it's annoyed me. It's annoyed me awfully, and to the point where I actually think that we can do without the royal family. I do like Prince William and Princess Catherine. I do like their children. I do like them, and I could see them as king and queen. But right now, and I think William refused to meet Harry, which I'm really pleased about. It's not that I hate Harry for nothing. I really don't like Harry because of the job that he claims to still be a part of the royal family, whilst he says, well, let's be honest, he said some terrible things. Racist in the royal family. Even those Sussex squad, the little rats, they were saying that I was a racist. I've never been a racist. I would never tell them, but I actually had a black boyfriend for a couple of years. Mind you, I will be honest, my mother and my stepfather, Jack, at the time, they weren't happy about that. So there was a little bit of that sort of a feeling in my family, but I wouldn't let that tell me what I went out with him. He was a singer in a band, so he was quite he had fans around him, and I suppose it was quite a feather in my cap. I know that sounds peculiar, but anyway, he dumped me in the end and went off with another girl called Karen Stannard, I think. I think he married her. I don't care now. I mean, I'm glad I didn't stay with him now, because I wouldn't like all the the awkward situations that you have to put up with if you're with somebody of a different colour. I think people that do commit to marriages like that are incredibly brave, and they probably are in love and they deserve to be happy. But not for me. I'd rather stick with the normal. Now this I saw the video of Charlie Kirk getting shot. I actually saw the move-in video, and it was horrific. It wasn't in his right side of his neck, it was in his left side of the neck. And he put both his hands up, like clutched into like a fist. And this man said on Nancy Grace's channel, he said that wasn't him trying to stem the bleeding. He said at that point he had actually died. And that's what happens when you die. You put your hands into a fist and they go up in the air. I didn't know that. I don't know if it's only from shooting that you do that, but that's what he said. And I knew his face. He was quite a respectable, well thought of police psychologist or something. So I think Charlie Kirk died straight away. I think he did. They say that he died at 4:30. I sometimes think that they say things like that because the way I saw that shooting, it was horrendous. It was. And the saddest thing was that his two little children, his oldest daughter was 3 years old, and then he had a little son that was younger. And the daughter apparently was frightened by the sound of the gun and was scared, so she ran towards her father for comfort. I don't know if that's true, but that breaks my heart. And like I said to you, I didn't know him. I had no idea who he was. I follow a lot of people. And another thing I've got to say, that since I found out more about Charlie Kirk, I missed out by not knowing him. I missed out because he was, I think one of his favourite phrases was, prove me wrong. He would go into debates with people, and I love debating. It's like having an argument without any anger. Well, it does get a bit angry, and he was debating with all the students at the Utah University. And then I started thinking about the situation and the violence and the things that are happening in the world. And it is nasty what's happening. But I don't think we can put it all down to politics. Although it has to be said that most of the bad acts that happen like this usually come from a certain political side. And that's something that I can't prove, but it just seems to be always the case. The violence that people now defend certain political parties with is not the way it's supposed to be. And I can't see why it suddenly got so bad. And then another thing that I discovered from reading today is that there's an awful lot of transgender people that are getting involved in these type of crimes. Now that makes me think, could it be the drugs, the chemicals, the transition? Could it be that something is wrong in that part of their life that makes them cross and angry at somebody? I don't know. These are just questions that I'm asking. Could it be that when somebody, and I totally disagree with the young kids being put on these hormones, which in effect are like a chemical castration. They're the same drugs, I believe, and they give them a chemical castration and then give them female hormones. It's just not right. It isn't right at all. If they do want to get that done, get it done at the same age as Caitlyn Jenner did. That would be about right. That's the time when most people would accept it and accept you. And I was saying, I said the other night, I watched a really good film on YouTube. In fact, after I watched it, this film, I'll tell you what it is now. I was reading again, I don't know where, but I suddenly read that Netflix have bought the entire series of, I think there's 6 episodes, and it's written by Jimmy McGovern, who's a British guy who writes about the despair in British towns and the problems that we face. And these films, these six 1-hour little films, were made about over 10 years ago. And I happened to come across it on YouTube. Let me show you the channel that I used. Here we go. Boom. It should be in my history, the one of them anyway. My channel, not now. History, no, not him. Watch later, private. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that too. I mustn't forget. Wait there now. Drama, UK drama, was it? Let's go for this one, because I know this is one of them. There we are. Demand drama. There we are. Now, this is the series that Netflix have bought. Just recently, I just found that out. It's called Accused, and this is Mo's story. Oh.
My stand-up piece for my...
There we are. That's Mo's story. The one that got me hooked was... can't remember what it was called now. Look at my internet connection. Look how everything's grey. To think I got to pay £30 a month for this rubbish. Right, Demand Drama. Demand Drama is called... There we are. Videos. I wouldn't watch Ackley Bridge. That's more of a school. Tracy's story. Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Tracy's story featuring Sean Bean. He's Tracy. Stephen Graham, he was in Call of Duty. And he was in that one with that young boy. He's a very good actor. But Sean Bean is absolutely marvellous. So they're called... you can buy them if you want. It's called Accused. Then there's Mo's story. Those are the two I recommend. Tracy's story and Mo's story. And you won't be disappointed. You'll come back and say to me, well, Wally, that was something else. There might be a few more on there. But now that Netflix have bought it, it's probably going to disappear soon. There's 2 seasons. It was in 2012 that they made this. 2012. You see, I found it about 3 nights ago, and then the very next day I noticed I must have a good eye for a good film. Each hour-long episode is a separate story about how one ordinary individual, just like you or me, ended up in the dock, the court, for his or her fate. But nothing is what it seems. Oh, there we are. Oh, these are the ones you've got to pay for. But if you want to, you can, I suppose. Anyway, that's that. Yeah, no, that video I just said I got to talk about. I mustn't forget this. Where is it now? I found this just by chance the other day. And I thought, what the hell is this? It was a channel called Benji C. And I quickly realised that this was a play on words. And it was actually Taz... Taz's channel. It was her husband, Benji. They just called it Benji. And then in this particular video, Benji, let me find the channel. I didn't like it at all, and I just want to say a few things about... There we are, Benji. I don't know who's running this channel. It's not him. This one it is. No, it's not. Benji. Let me find it. It's not him. History. Let me find the history. What are they doing with sardines? Oh, sardines with onions. That would be nice. I thought they were having sardines with rice. I couldn't bear that. Right, history. There it is. No, it's not that one. There we are. Okay. I don't know who this person is, but I know that picture, I think it resembles Taz according to Taz's husband. I'm not sure. But I know that somebody had another account going on X called Taz and the Brothel Keeper. Taz being Taz. So whoever this is has got it in for Taz, because that's her husband, I think, or looks like him, and me. So this is no friend of ours, or maybe yours either. And this is saying, exposing one of Meghan Markle's biggest trolls, Meghan's mole. Now, last night when I was just sitting around here, I had a message from somebody to say, go and look at the live on this channel. I can't even, her name was Denise, I can't think of her surname now. Anyway, went on the channel. And there was a full-out row going on. And I knew all of them, well, most of them. And I thought, don't get involved, Sadie, don't get involved, you know. And then I could see they're still talking about things that happened 3-4 years ago. And do you remember when I thought I found a lawyer to help me fight it, because they were accusing me. I was on the Metropolitan Police's watch list for for my unnatural obsession with Meghan Markle. That's basically what it was. And I thought, no, I wouldn't go out of my way to find Meghan Markle. I wouldn't, you know. And anyway, this was all being talked about last night on this live channel. And I saw Meghan's mole on the channel. And I saw a couple of people that I like on the channel. And then they were talking about me. Now, as you know, I hope, I don't go on the lives, or I don't go on these other people's channels. I don't. I may have a little sneaky watch now and again, but I keep my mouth shut because I can't afford to I don't want to go through what I went through. And those of you that have been with me a while will know what I'm talking about. I lost 10 channels. Now, my channel now is called Yankee Wally 0524. That was the date that I started this channel. This is channel number 11 or 12. And that was the date, May 2024. And so here we are now, and I'm 18 months later, and I'm still going. It could be because I'm not monetized, that they don't see me as such a threat, because Meghan's always harping on about people are making money off her. Well, I'm not now, am I? So she might leave me alone because of that. Or it could be that, I don't know, just lucky that I'm not so focused on Meghan Markle. So anyway, I was seeing things, and it said that Meghan's mole doxed me. Doxed means that they give out your private information, like your name, your address, your proper name, your address. And straight away I thought, that's not right. That isn't right. Meghan's mole sent me flowers. She really did. Going back again about, 3 years. And I can remember somebody asking me for my address because of some. Now, another one, somebody asked me for my address because there was one time way back when I was showing off with all my cooking skills. And I said to you, I said, I love corned beef hash. I just love it. I love a tin of corned beef and some mashed potato. And the best mashed potato I'd ever had was this Idaho instant mashed potato. Fantastic stuff. I still use it now, although I'm having a craze now on tin potatoes. But anyway, Idaho mash. And this person, and I can't remember who, got in touch with me and said, if you give me your address, I'll send a message to the Idaho mashed potato people in Idaho, and they'll send you a big box of potato free. Well, I did it. And there's nothing more enticing than a free box of instant potato. It wasn't even potatoes. I mean, instant potato from a little bit. You can make heaps, can't you? I thought, my God. So I gave him my address. There was another person I gave my address to because of something to do with tablets. And I'm not going to say any more than that. It was pretty stupid of me. But she had my address. So there's 2 people. But the mashed potato never arrived. And the tablets was a bad decision and got cancelled. So the mashed potato person could be the person that gave my address. I don't know. But Meghan's mole sent me a beautiful, beautiful, really beautiful bunch of flowers. And Well, they made me cry because if she knew, sorry, what type of place I live in, I'm sure she would have realised it's like putting lipstick on a pig, you know. But I did find a little space in front of my television, and they did brighten up the room, and I was so grateful to her. So I had to say something. I can't watch somebody get slammed for doxing me. I mean, what person, if a person is going to dox you and they've got your address, why would they send you flowers? If they want to dox you, it's because they don't like you. Well, she already had the address because she sent me the flowers. Why would she send me the flowers? She could have just doxed me and saved herself, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40 quid. Doesn't make sense. Nobody would dox somebody after sending them flowers. Just isn't right. You wouldn't bother with the flowers, would you? You just go all out. So somebody asked me for my address and I gave it, and that person gave it to Megan's Mole, and Megan's Mole sent me flowers. And I had to say that. So I went on to the live, and I never gone on to a live in these evil little gossip channels. You know, the ones that do live after live after live. And they're all right, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with them at all. I suppose you could say they are harmless. But I don't like it when I can see them saying a lie that I know is a lie. So I chipped in and I said, Megan's Mole did not dox me. She sent me flowers. She had my address because she wanted to send me flowers. I didn't know they were flowers at the time, but I knew after when they arrived. So that was that. And I said, Fiona hasn't doxed me either. And before I know it, I got invited on as one of the speakers. And so I clicked on the link, and I went into what they call the green room. It's not, you're just in a place that you're not online in the live chat now. You're somewhere between that and with the person who owns the channel. And I'm in this room, and it said, activate your mic and camera. I want to activate my mic, but I don't want to activate the camera because of my puffy face from the steroids. Although I must admit, it's gone down a bit now. Well, anyway, I didn't have any makeup on, no lipstick, so I couldn't activate the microphone and not the camera. They both came together. So I thought, right, I'll say no to both, get into that green room, and then I might be able to activate the mic and not the camera. Although people did say to me, you should have just let it go through and then put your phone facing the ceiling. And I never thought of that. So anyway, I'm in this green room, and they can't hear me. And you know, I not very often, I think to myself afterwards, that was a blessing in disguise. That was a blessing, because if I get into one of those situations, the chances are I'll keep on talking. And I won't tell lies, no, but I might say things I wish I hadn't said, because I don't want to pull anybody down. All I said was, Megan's Mole didn't dox me. She sent me flowers. And that's another thing, you see. I was looking afterwards, because I like Megan's Mole, and I've been friends with her. I was checking my communication with her. Go back a couple of years, maybe. Talking about the hedgehog, talking about all sorts of things. And I thought, she's a nice girl. She's never been... Oh, excuse me. Hang on, I need a good cough. Oh, hang on, where is it? Come here. Hold on now. Oh, stop it, go back. Wait there a second. Oh, I can't even turn that off, can I? Because there we are. Right, there we are. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the reason I'm telling you all this, I expect there's quite a few of you listening, that actually were there. I don't know, but you know that's what happened. And I couldn't get on with my microphone only into this, on the stage, as you would think of it, So I said to the lady, I think her name was Denise, I said, I'm going to have to log out and log back in. Although when I logged out, I didn't log back in because I realised I wasn't afraid, but I just am wary of saying things to a very excitable bunch that would maybe take things the wrong way. I can't see anything in my past, and I've known Megan's Mole now since since I started my YouTube channel in the beginning in 2018. I started it just after my mother died, and Megan's Mole has been nothing but a friend to me. Nothing more, nothing but a friend. She's never been nasty or anything. So I just wanted to say that, and I hope you all feel the same, because I see, like from this video here, that she's taken a lot of flack. And it's not, unless you've got a reason and you can prove the reasons, you really mustn't listen to gossip. You mustn't. Because if somebody says to you, I don't like so-and-so, that doesn't mean you've got to dislike them as well. If that person has been kind to you, has it ever maybe occurred to you that perhaps this person is not, maybe they're seeing it from a completely different angle, or maybe they just don't want you to like that person. It could be any one of 100 reasons. But I will not. If somebody says to me, so-and-so is horrid, I still would never. In fact, I don't break friendships over anybody else, anybody else's word. I maybe would be a bit more cautious and listen a bit more to what they're saying, but I don't ever take other people's word. If that was the case all round the world, you would only be friends with who your friend liked, and you would only be friends with who this one likes, and you would not like this one. And people would form into gangs before you knew it. Gangs of who hate a person. And that can lead into all sorts of dangerous territory. You're individual, you are yourself, and you make your own decisions. And if somebody is kind to you and has never let you down and never made you feel a little bit uncomfortable or been a little bit too nosy, or if somebody has just taken you at face value and just been nice, what's the reason you should suddenly not like them? Is this a mob mentality that is trolling Megan's Mole? Is it? That's the question I want answered, because personally, I think she's lovely. I don't know what everybody else has to say, and I'm sure she'd be interested to know, because I think she's a bit baffled as well. But people can form gangs. It's a form of bullying. People will form gangs against somebody, and because somebody is new to the gang, and though all the gang have been rubbishing Megan's Mole, they join in. So ask yourself the question when somebody says something, how have they been with you? How have they treated you? Have you never found anything wrong with them? Then you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, I think you know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say your own judgment for your own friends is the best way to be. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. I don't know who this Benji is. I've never, ever told a lie on my channel. I am nothing to do with GW Law. I thought I'd found a lawyer. That was another thing that came up in the live last night. That's why I don't go on them, because it leaves me feeling so frustrated. GW Law, I believe, was something to do with Meghan Markle or Christopher Boozy or Sarah Data 10. I think it was Sarah Data 10 that opened the Montecito Royale account, and there was a coffee fund. I was giving money to the coffee fund. I thought it was for the person that was the lawyer, so it was helping me. And oh my God, the amount of people that gave money to Montecito Royale. Anyway, it was me. Hang on, I won't do it now because I don't want to open my emails. But I actually contacted, what's it called? Buy me a coffee something. I contacted them and said, please stop this account immediately. They are not who they say they are. And this is, and they did. They closed the coffee account. I don't know if the people got their money back. I didn't get mine back, so I doubt anybody else did. But I did everything I could to stop them taking any more money. And then this stranger, big fat psychic, don't know her, never known her, didn't know who she was. She was saying terrible things about me. She didn't even know me. And then I was thinking, where's all this coming from? And now, luckily, because I've kept my mouth shut, moved away from the lives, won't get involved in any groundless bullying, it seems to have stopped, and which is good. And I'm sorry I put pictures of Christopher Boozy's daughter up. I am sorry. I am sorry about that. I shouldn't have done it. I thought I was smart, being a smart ass, but I wasn't. But all the things, the GW law, nothing at all to do with me. And all sorts of trouble came from her. Now, because I've kept I've kept tabs on the actual company. Her name was Gina Dottier. No, Walters Dottier. And she was in Company's House. I looked her up on Company's House. She had an office in London, Dubai, They've all gone now. They don't no longer exist. They've closed down. So she's her thriving business in Dubai, London, and America. And it's ironic, isn't it? London, America, those are fine. Dubai, a rich state, or it used to be. That'll be going under next. You mark my words. In 10 years' time, it's no longer they've overdeveloped. They've spent too much money. Their idea. Oh, hang on, I'm going off something. Anyway, that's all I got to say on that. I can talk to you about Dubai forever, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, something else I want to show you, and if you want me to do a video on it, I can. There now. Here we go. Where is he? Oh, shut up, Liz Jones. Everybody hates Liz Jones. What's his name now? Oh, hang on. What's his name? Oh, God. Look at my search. Koberger and Sarah Ferguson. Oh, by the way, that book arrived. It arrived ages ago. Andrew's book. And then I realised that I probably wasted whatever it was, $13.99, because I don't really like reading books. I used to. And I'm sure if I didn't have a telly and I didn't have the internet, of course I'd be reading. But my reading days have gone, I think. I just can't seem to concentrate on them anymore. And if it's a heavy book, I get fed up even quicker when my hands start aching. And I don't like hardcovers. But I had to order a hardcover book. Same as I did with, what's his name's book? Finding Freedom was a soft cover, I think. But the other one that bloke wrote, you know, the one... The grey-haired man with the goofy teeth. He's a good writer. The one who wrote about Harry. Spare was a hardcover too. And I got 3 hardcover books now. The one from, oh God, I can't think of his name. He's writing another one right now about Meghan and Harry again, I think. Oh, so I'll have to shut up. Now this bloke, let me just see if I can see him. He's a South African bloke and he started Save Stories. Here we are. He's in here, I know. There we are. Now, this is a fascinating story. If you ever get a chance to get the Mail online, owner of the biggest slum in Britain, £41 million he spent building. This isn't an old building. This is a brand new palace. There it is there. And it's still held up by scaffolding, and 41 million's been, and it's by a little town called Eckfield. And I used to live by there, and my friend Robert Horlicks used to live there. He's died now, though. But anyway, there he is. Van Hook Stratton outside Hamilton Palace. That's what he called it. And he started building this. It's been, well, if you read it, it's fascinating. It's been, building stopped about 30. He started building it in 1985. And it was deserted midway through the build. And it's been actually left since about the year 2000, I think. Just like that. And he's back in Zimbabwe. Now, he was born in Bognor Regis, I think. He was born in Britain. And he went and he made some money. He used to be a landlord. And he used to really beat people up if they didn't pay their rent. And he would be really violent. And then he was accused of murder of another landlord, and he went to prison for that. He sounds a bit of a thug. He's 80 now, and he's over in Zimbabwe because he's got more business interests over there. And to be able to leave a building of that size empty and still pay security to go around it 24 hours a day. He's changed his name now. He's not Hoogstraten anymore. He's changed it to that's of course a Dutch name because a lot of Dutch people went out to South Africa. What's his name now? Hoogan or something. He's changed it into a very British sounding, but that's a Dutch name and you can usually tell. Hoogstraten. He spends most of his time on a sprawling estate in Zimbabwe, which he purchased aged 19 in 1964. He's got 6 children by three or four different wives or partners. Of course, he won't be short of them because he's got many, but it doesn't sound to me as though he's a very nice person at all. But if you get a chance, have a read of that story. I read it and I was quite fascinated by it. If he was on Tinder, I would swipe left, definitely. Anyway, I'll see you as soon as I can. I won't be long about it. Sorry I had to go on about gossip. And I don't mean this as any mark of disrespect to anybody that I know. No, I wouldn't do that. Everybody that I'm friends with, I'm always friends with. I just don't like to see somebody being picked on when I know that person to be a fine person. And I just got to say it, haven't I? Because she can't say it. Megan Simone can't say it because nobody likes her. That's shocking. Anyway, see you soon. Thanks for listening. Cheerio!